I'm not going to be the first person to speak about the craziness and bullshit of the World's Fairs, but I will point out the Franco-British exhibition of 1908. I can't go into this one without just getting this out the way. I am a Tartarianist. I believe that the World's Fairs, these expositions which took place all across the world, they were completely and totally to cover up the Tartarian buildings which existed. Like this one here, the Franco-British exposition from 1908. Right off the bat, in seeing these photos, what I find most striking is the fact that there's so much similarities between this and other World's Fairs with the architecture in these buildings. I have visited many Tartarian buildings, and I look at these in these World Fairs, and I see nothing but Tartarian building after Tartarian building. There's absolutely nothing temporary about any of this. You simply cannot convince me that all of this was constructed in some sort of temporary means with plasterboard and plaster of Paris and whatever other bullshit that they want to describe this as. Just look at the buildings. Use your own eyes to say what is temporary about any of this. The level of detail and sophistication to these buildings is not temporary, and there's nothing that we have built since these World Fairs that are of this elegance. Nothing at all that's this size that is temporary. Nothing at all that's this size and this detail that can house so many people that was just temporary. I mean, just look at the size of this fucking thing. Does that look temporary to you? Does any of this look temporary to you? Do your eyes actually look at this and think, yeah, that looks temporary? Because I really question anybody who can look at this stuff and think, yeah, I believe the rhetoric. And I question how long since these World Fairs happened that these lies have endured all this time. So I personally can't help but ask why. Why have so many years passed since these World Fairs with these immaculate buildings? Has it continued to remain in the realm of make-believe and fantasy and quote-unquote conspiracies to even question the narrative and the rhetoric around these World Fairs? Why? Is it due to some nationalistic pride? You know, that people want to give credit to people in the past about the construction techniques and their skills that they had back then because they have some national pride? Like, do the Brits here really feel so proud of what they did in 1908 that they can't question it when they see photos like this? They just have to go, yeah, that's what we were capable of then. So again, this joint French-British exposition was held in 1908. This was before 2 world wars. Yeah, and then all the subsequent wars since and all the drama that's happened across the world since. And are we still at the point where we can't question anything? Really? Get the fuck out of here.